You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi, Young and the Restless fans. I've got your early edition spoilers for January 27th through the 31st. Mariah is sharpening a knife and Sharon is finally saved. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not subscribed, please click that button. And as we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week. Wednesday, January 22nd. So Chance has his warrant on the hotel room and gathering evidence. Nick says he talked to people. They saw a blonde in the room. He caught a glimpse of her. She ran off. He thinks this is the woman that kidnapped Sharon. The truck she left in matches the one that ran Phyllis off the road. Chance finds out the prints on the glass are Jordan Howard's, and there was a prisoner swap done. She is on the loose. Sharon's in the sewer hallucinating Nick yet again, and he tells her he can't find her. She needs to get herself out, but Sharon is way too drugged up and passes out again. It is not looking good for her. Nikki and Victoria are shocked that Jordan agreed to help Claire kill her mom, Victoria, and Claire says that she told Jordan they're going to make it look like an accident so they can get her inheritance and run off. And Jordan calls very upset about Nick and Chance searching her room and tries to blame Claire, who denies it and offers to sneak her onto the ranch property and hide her there, says no one will be looking for her there. Nikki and Victoria are freaking out after this call. Claire reiterates that Jordan must die. Victoria thinks that's pretty cold, but Claire reminds her a lot of other people will get hurt if she lives, and Nikki seems to agree, and the three ladies take off, but Victor was eavesdropping and heard some of it, and Nikki and Victoria wind up at the tack house while Claire takes off to meet her aunt. Cole and the kids are gone, so it seems like a good place to lurk. They agree they need to help Claire capture Jordan, but they're very much on the fence about killing her. However, Nikki does regret saving Jordan from when she drank the poison before. Remember back in one of the times they had her in captivity. But at the same time, Vicky's also worried that Jordan will escape from prison again. And Nikki is leaning again towards maybe we should just go ahead and kill her. Claire meets Jordan and reiterates that she did not send the cops to her hotel. And Jordan suspects that her partner in crime reported her. Claire criticizes her aunt and says, "You're sloppy and losing your edge," and lays into her saying, "You better not screw up my plan to kill my mom and get all this money," and tells her she's worked too hard conning the Newmans. Jordan seems to be believing everything. Claire makes a guess that her friend is Ian, and Jordan's impressed she figured it out and says Ian is back for Mariah, and she of course came back for Claire, but Ian wasn't loyal. Victor is arguing on the phone with his security team when Nick and Chance show up, tell him that Jordan and Ian are working together. They took Sharon. They figure out Ian is back for Mariah. Jordan is probably back for Claire. Victor says Victoria, Nikki, and Claire are out. He's very worried about them. Meanwhile, Claire sneaks Jordan into Victoria's house, the tack house, makes her aunt a cup of tea and starts asking her about Ian and whether he killed Heather. Jordan is holding out and feels interrogated. Claire wants to know where Sharon is. Jordan says Ian killed Heather, wanted to blame Sharon, and she has hidden her away as an insurance policy. But when Jordan won't say where she is, then Claire stops her from drinking the tea because it looks like it might actually be poisoned. On Thursday, January 23rd, Victor is working with his security to set up this trap, and he springs it and looks like he may catch Jordan at the tack house. She's cornered well and good by the Mustache before the end of the week. And I just wonder if Claire stops Jordan from drinking poison tea because she can't kill her until they know where Sharon is. Ian is busy tormenting Mariah on Thursday, and he's also talking to Tessa either Thursday or Friday with a bunch of his big fat lies about how he regrets the way he treated Mariah growing up, trying to make sure he squashed anything good in her. And Ian is begging Tessa for her help, but he is just a lying liar who lies. Sharon's down in the sewer, just in really bad shape. She keeps passing out from the drugs. She's cold. She's dehydrated. No food. She is lingering near death, and I wonder if Victor can shake the truth from Jordan about where she's at before it's too late. On Friday, January 24th, we're going to round out this week with Sally surprising Billy when she interrupts him when he is having a drink with Jack at the Jazz Lounge. And spoilers say that on Friday, Billy is starting a new phase in his life. This Sally thing and the surprise and then Billy starting a new phase has me just a little worried. I really hope Sally is not pregnant with Billy's kid or something like that. That would be nuts, but we are heading into February sweeps. Hopefully her surprise is those plans for Paris they were talking about and not a croissant in the baby oven. Mariah finds out something stunning on Friday. This could be about Ian and Sharon, Tessa, or all of the above. And Victor has some things to say to his wife. He confronts Nikki about keeping Jordan's return a secret. He does not care that Claire made her promise. He is very upset that she put herself, Victoria, and Claire at risk with this foolish plan to try and capture or kill crazy Jordan. He thinks that's his job as the man of the house to capture lunatics, right? The week of January 27th through the 31st, Victor is trying to protect the family, tie up all these loose ends, and make sure that Jordan and Ian are never a threat again. This is the start of February sweeps, Thursday and Friday, the 30th and 31st of January. So we are going to have this big kind of culmination on the Ian Jordan plot. We're going to find out more about Billy turning the corner and this new phase of his life. It's hard to believe he would go from his big plan that he was telling Phyllis about to target Adam, to punish Victor and get back Chancellor, to suddenly just chill out. Jordan is cornered and caught. She may be done and dusted, but Ian still has a little game left to play this week before we get too deep into sweeps. Sharon is going to be rescued at last, but we have this weird spoiler that they gave in the in the 2025 spoilers about Phyllis winding up in this life or death situation with Sharon. So I just wonder if the spoilers were inaccurate or overblown. We have had that in a bunch of spoilers over the past few months where they were just flat out not what happened or just vastly blown out of proportion from what they have issued from the official press office. We'll see how it goes and if Phyllis does indeed wind up in a life or death thing with Sharon. As sweeps is kicking off those last 2 days of the week, look for action to start warming up with Chelsea and Adam's big move as the dust settles on the Ian and Jordan storyline. Mariah, like Claire, wants to put an end to her childhood tormentor, but I'm not sure if either of them will get to kill the bad parent that raised them. Mariah really, really wants to kill Ian for taking Sharon, messing with her meds, framing her for murder, and then sidling up to Tessa. But will she get a chance to put that knife in Ian's back or not? We'll see. And also look for them to switch front burner focus to Adam, to Billy, to Damien, to Nate, Amy, and the Winters family.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.